I'd say that Greg's one of my partners in crime, if you don't know Greg, from Caprice Photography. He does have a car. This is what he does in his spare time when he's not editing videos for Greased and Gassed, or taking photos of all of our cars at events, or taking photos for Cruising Magazine, or all of the car magazines that you do. So Greg, welcome to Showcars Melbourne. Not like you haven't been here many times before. You were here before me. How many years have you been doing Showcars Melbourne?
10 years from the start.
10 years. So he's been here since the start.
Yeah.
This is our 10th anniversary. And Greg, should we unveil first, or do you want to tell us a bit about the car, or should we just start unveiling?
I can tell you a bit about the car. It's come from the States. The roof was done by Troy from Hollywood Hot Rods. And I've got a mate, I don't know if he's a mate or not, but he convinced me it was a good idea to do this car. And there's times I ring him and say, this is your idea, you better come over and give me a hand.
So at what point was the car at when you obviously imported it to Australia? What point was it at?
It had been painted, but it had sort of deteriorated a bit. So I brought it back home and put body off the chassis and rotisserie. And I thought it just needed to be done up properly, so away we went.
Okay, now our lovely promo girls are here. If you girls want to just take just mine lights and aerials and things like that and just gently peel this back. Greg, tell us exactly what sort of car is this that we're looking at as it unveils?
Well, this is a 1961 Cadillac, but it's got a 67 Bonneville roof on it, 59 Impala dash, 383 Chev, that sort of thing. So it's probably as custom as some of them come.
So unless you're looking at a standard Cadillac, you probably don't realise exactly how much work has gone into this. Greg, how many years have you been building this car since you imported it?
7 years to the month.
Yeah.
So.
And it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, bodywork, I mean, everything's customisable. You've done a lot of this yourself, and you're not a panel beater, so tell us.
Well, a lot of working out in the garage and so forth, rubbing back high fill and everything, and just having to get it right. Sometimes you do it 2 or 3 times just to get it right, and so forth.
Now, even the back windscreen, you only had that fitted on Thursday?
Yes, the back and the front screen. The front screen took 5 hours to fit, just because of the chop and so forth, and 2 hours on the back screen.
Yeah. Now, paint. We have a painter who actually painted the car here, and who would that be?
That'll be Elvis, who runs Showcars Melbourne. So he's put the paint over this, and he's done an exceptional job.
Our show organiser not only organises Showcars Melbourne, but he actually runs a full-time business, which is Automotive Smash Repairs, and they have actually painted this car. And one of our sponsors is PPG Brilliance. That's the paint that's on it, isn't it? What colour actually is it, Greg?
It's a custom mix.
Yep.
So I aimed for something that just had that 60s vibe about it, and just pops in all different lights. Yep.
And the interior, you had that done as well. Who trimmed the car? I mean, obviously the car just flows from back to front. Like it's an amazing car. So who trimmed it?
Trim was done by Griff's Upholstery in Ballarat. He's done a fantastic job on that. Done same into the boot as well.
Yeah. No, we'll get it all open up so everyone can have a look. And even your dash, that's out of a 59 Chev, is that right?
59 Impala. I just sort of thought it's like a custom dash straight from the production line, and it just suited this car.
Yeah. No, honestly, hats off to you, Greg. It's the car, like I said, when you build a car and it flows as well as this, and everything just comes together, you must be so proud of yourself. And I can't wait to see you cruise around, hopefully this year at Bright, at Queenscliff, and all the events. And your family's on here, I'm sure they're happy to see it finally finished, and they're going to be able to present. Is there anyone else you'd like to thank while I've got you quickly?
There is a list, and I've got them on the boards here. Yep. And I apologise if I've left anybody out, but as they say, it takes a community to build a car, really, and there's a lot of people who are involved, from mates who would just help out and so forth to the professionals who do their job and done their trade really well.
Yeah, so there are QR codes here I see you've got on the corner, so if you want to know more about the build, check it out on there.
And I just want to thank my family as well for their patience in the whole build and so forth, and their support as well.
No, fantastic. It is great to see when families do come down here to see these unveilings. Everyone come and have a look. Obviously, be careful around the cars because there is a lot of work invested in them, but we'll get this opened up. We might open up one in the boot. We're going to maybe have a look underneath there as well. So feel free to check out the cars as you walk around, but as I said, be very, very careful. There's a lot of expensive work that has gone into these cars. Greg, thank you so much and congratulations.
No, thanks Andrew. Thanks guys.
We'll be having more unveilings coming up soon. We're going to get these all out. Like I said, we've got 4 amazing unveils to do today, and each one is completely different. We've even got A very interesting one I'm going to find out some news about as well. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Come and have a look at Greg's car. It is fantastic. Does not look like a Holden to me. And today we are unveiling what?
An XY 1971 Ford Fairmont.
Thank you, Andrew's dad, for making this little car cover that the girls are going to peel back right now. They are all here, and there's so many families that come here to see these cars getting unveiled. And Andrew's family obviously couldn't take them out for lunch. He's brought them here to Showcars Melbourne. So here we go, and like I said, definitely not a Holden. It is an XY there with a reverse cowl on it. Now, I was talking to you before about the car. What was it originally? So it is a Fairmont GS?
It's original Fairmont. It's an original violet white trim, so I've kept it in the same colours. Just done a bit of a twist in the custom paint.
Yep.
Kept a nice white trim there. So yeah.
So very nice bright white trim there. It's been tubbed on the back. Yeah, because as you're saying, it's wild violet. So wild violet is a little bit...
So yeah, it changes colour during the day.
It's a perfect XY combo, isn't it? It is the best. So motor, what are you running under the hood?
It's a 393 stroker. So it's solid roller.
Yep. So I bet you it sounds good when it starts up.
Yeah, I wanted it not stocky, so it sounds very nice. Yes.
Yeah. Nah. Look, Ange, it looks amazing, and I'm sure you drive your cars in the street a lot, and I'm sure I'm going to see this out there, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, it's been the last 3.5 years in the making, and a lot of hours spent at night time working on it.
How long have you actually owned this car for?
I've had it for over 10 years now.
Yep. And what?
Yep. It's about 3.5 years ago I decided to give it a paint.
Yep.
Give it a respray and polo from...
So let me guess, you just decided to give it a freshener?
Yeah, well I started off with a paint. Sam, good friend of mine, Sam, put me on a good painter.
Yeah.
Vito and from Polo Bodyworks, and Marco did the body and paint.
Yeah.
And it started from there, as you know, Sandra, and then the jewellery's got to go back on. Sam said you can't put this on like this, so end up putting everything brand new, glass, windows, lights, indicators, you name it, whatever I couldn't get new. I bought from the GT Performance Shop. Good friend of mine, Vinny, top bloke, he looked after me there for all the parts that needed to get done. and what I couldn't get new, I got restored, so
Yeah.
to factory, brand new.
Yeah, so often it starts like that. We just go, we'll just touch up the paint and then full rebuilds and, you know, pulling it apart, and this is what it results to. But honestly, Ange, you've done an amazing job. Now, I know you won't remember everyone to say thanks, but you have mentioned a few people in there. Is there anyone else that you need to mention? I know Sam has been along the ride for you. He's got a beautiful HQ that he does get around in as well. Anyone else?
Sam and Rocky, they did a lot of work. A lot of people don't understand that if you get the car painted, bring it here, the matter of towing it places back and forwards to go to Auros, get all the work done in the arse end of it, rear end. There's a single leaf and they've got Gazza Brothers sliders and all that. It's a lot of on and off fitting and stuff, and without their help, it's just Rocky and Sam, they were there most nights, and they're probably glad it's finished now. My partner Beck and my family put them through headaches every night. And during that COVID time, I was in the garage every night. You know, it wasn't one day to go running around for a part. It's a lot of time and effort to get done. I did it quickly, but because I had the time during the day, because I work at nights, I was running around everywhere getting everything myself.
Yeah, so, and it shows. Honestly, Ange, fantastic effort. Congratulations.
Interior, Paul Trim did my interior and did a fantastic job. It's just,
no wonder I can't get my roof done, because you guys are getting my roof done.
I booked him out a couple of times, so I got my EH Prem done in between, because the car was supposed to be ready at time from the panel shop, and it wasn't. I was actually brought it home to let the paint dry and settled and that stuff. Then I actually got the second booking with him and got the interior done then. So
yeah, no, he does a fantastic job. Well, happy birthday, Ange.
Thanks, Ed.
Congratulations to you and everyone who was involved in the build, and your family for coming along today, and your dad for making the cover and everyone else. Big round of applause for Ange. Come on down, check out the XY. It's one of our amazing core unveils. We love to, it's named Amethyst. So we do love it when we see these unveils and we get to have them on display here at Showcars. have Michael here, and obviously looking at the shape of this vehicle, it's a bit hard to tell what it is, but maybe the name gives it away there, Whippet. Michael, tell us, what is undercover?
Well, it's a Comma 1964 Mr. Whippet van. So it's one of its kind. There's only 5 in Australia. Originally there was 1,200 built in the UK. Of 1,200, 200 ended up in Australia, and of the 200 there's only 5 remaining.
So Comma's made buses, is that correct as well?
Yeah, they make buses. It's a UK vehicle.
Yep.
But it's an old model vehicle, not made anymore.
Not very common and not a car that we'd have here very often. So, Johnny Z, guys, do you want to take it away? Now, if you haven't heard of Johnny Z, obviously a lot of people know the t-shirts and jumpers that you see everyone wearing at car shows, but Johnny Z actually do restore cars, their own cars, and obviously for customers as well, like Michael. Have a look at that. How cool is that? So Michael, why an ice cream van? Tell us what made this all come about.
So our background is mobile ice cream vending back in the 80s, but prior to that, Dad was involved in selling ice creams as well in a Comma van. So yeah, look, hence the reason why I've got one of these today. But a bit of background about what I'm doing today is we're involved in manufacturing ice cream cones. We've been doing manufacturing ice cream cones for 28 years. So in my travels throughout Western Australia, I come across this van in one of our customers' old sheds full of dust and rust and all sorts of horrible things over it. So it appealed to me, so I ended up bringing it across over to Melbourne, approached Johnny Z's. I said, how would you like to restore this? And 8 years later, here we are.
And the Johnny Z team, Jack and the team, they're not shy of a challenge. So there's some special features with this. Now, first of all, obviously, just from the visual side, it's got TVs and a fully functioning ice cream machine, I should add in there. It's not running the original running gear on it. It's got what motor in it?
So it's an LS3 motor, Gen 3 Holden V8. So a lot of grunt, a lot of fun about it.
Yeah, this isn't your average ice cream machine, right, going down the road here playing. And it does have the original music as well, it does play, yeah?
Yes, it does. It's got the original Mr. Whippet music, which I imported the original tune box from the UK.
Yep.
So yeah, you might get a chance to listen to it today.
I think we need to do that today. We can't guarantee you any ice cream, sorry, but it is actually, like I said, a proper ice cream van, and it is available for some corporate functions. It will be because, as I said, Michael, it is an actual business. They manufacture ice cream cones, so it actually is fully running now. It's got other features as well. You were telling me before, so it's obviously got the screens we can see. What else can you tell us about it?
So we've got 2 TV screens. We've got surround sound, subwoofers. It's got obviously the V8, the 9-inch diff, and it's got a love and appeal.
Yeah.
So very unique, one of its kind, and that's it.
Would it have been painted these colours originally, or is that what the colour scheme it was?
Oh look, the pink's probably the original colour. The white, we had a bit of fun. We put a bit of pearl into the white.
Yep.
We just thought that would look better.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of time and effort going into the research of colours.
Yep.
Through lots of swabs and a lot of decision making.
And you weren't into custom cars before this, so this is all a bit of a journey for you, but you're wrapped with how it went?
Yeah, look, no, not into custom cars at all. My very first car was a Tirana, but that was about it.
Yeah. Oh, well, welcome back to the scene. Well, Michael, congratulations, because I mean, honestly, it looks amazing. Come on in here and check out Whippet, and to the Johnny Z guys, you know, you've done an amazing job, as well as your promo talent there as well, Jack. You've nailed it with these boys. If you want to know anything about Johnny Z's, well, check them out online. Like I said, they do some amazing builds, and we've often had their unveils here. They do fantastic work. So thank you, Michael, and congratulations to you and everyone involved.
Thank you, and thanks to Johnny Z and the team. A huge credit to Jack. Well done, and keep it up.
Charlie, what have we got under the cover here today?
We've got an original steel 1932 Ford Tudor.
Alright, so this is a hot rod contender for the unveiling. So it didn't come originally, it's an original steel Tudor, which is the first thing to note. And you said where did it come from?
From Pennsylvania. I got it probably back in 2014 when the dollar was $1. So it was really good.
When dollar was at parity. Alright,
Yeah.
ladies, we want to grab one side of the cover there and we'll do our unveiling and show us what's under the cover. But it says a 1932 Ford Tudor, fully fended there. Tell us, engine, drivetrain, tell us about the car, Charlie.
It's House of Colours Ultra Orange. It's LS1, turbo 350. It's got a Curry 90s rear end. Foose knuckle wheels on it. Hyde's independent front suspension. Hyde's rear suspension.
It looks really good, and it's obviously, LSs is the way to go, obviously for reliability. They're definitely the choice at the moment as well, and they're very, very affordable as well. So tell us, you've also got another 32, so 32, it's always been 32 the same?
Actually, it's a 34 5 window I've got at home.
It's a 35, it's a 32. So have you done all of this work yourself? Like, what condition was it in when you imported it, when you imported the body in from America?
Well, look, it was a full running hot rod. It had a small block Chevy in it. So I completely dismantled it, took it back down to the bare chassis and started from scratch.
So it would have been left-hand drive, obviously, when you brought it over?
It was left-hand drive, so I did the right-hand drive conversion myself. And I built the whole car myself from scratch.
Wow, that's interesting. So did you paint it as well?
Yeah, I did all the painting on it.
Wow.
The only thing it went out for was the trim.
Wow, that's impressive. You've done it all yourself. That's incredible. And who did the trimming?
Cool trim. Adrian and Cool Trim did it. So
Adrian's very good.
a long wait.
Yeah. And the colour, was it always going to be orange, or did you have some colours in mind?
Yeah, I love that colour. So House of Colours colour, just beautiful.
Yeah.
It really sets the car off.
And when did you finish the car? I mean, everyone's tried to finish the car obviously for Motorex, and the dates have kept changing because of COVID. How's that gone for you?
That was fine. It was probably a good 4 or 5 years every weekend. So even last year, so I finished it late last year.
Yeah.
So
so it's worked out perfect.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be ready for Motorex, and fingers crossed that we do get those. Well, we've got the awards going out today. We are a feeder show to Motorex, so you've got a little bit of time to do any more little tweaks if you need to before that comes. I mean, the car looks fantastic already, so congratulations. Everyone, come on down, have a look at Charlie's car. It is, like I said, a steel 1932 coupe. Congratulations, the car looks amazing.
thanks, Sandra. Thank you.
No worries.
we've won a championship and come runner-up in another championship. Yeah, it's a well-known car around the drag scene.
Okay, so now for anyone who doesn't know, with a door slammer means you have opening doors, that's correct, isn't it?
That's this sedan-based car.
Yeah, and then we've got a funny car like this up, is that right?
It's got the long front on it like a drag stuff.
There you go, that's a little bit, that's a little bit of knowledge I know about these. Okay, and what are you running motor-wise now?
It's a KB old decent, it's 526 cube, it's got 2,500 horsepower, and we run it at 6.6 seconds at 215 miles an hour.
You're a brave man.
Little weights at the moment with an infill hat, 2-speed power guide, bit of fun.
There we go. All right,